All right, guys. Let me address something here, okay? Because I don't know why I should have to do this. It seems pretty fucking clear to me. But He-Man, okay? I did a few videos about He-Man, the whole Kevin Smith lion bullshit and all that stuff, right? But I was surprised this week to find out that there is actually another He-Man show that's going to be coming out from Netflix, okay? And yeah, Netflix, another one too. I guess you can never go to the well too many times, right? But anyway, they're dropping another He-Man in the Masters of the Universe. This is actually called He-Man in the Masters of the Universe. It's being put out by Mattel, so clearly, the toy tie-in is going to be there, much like the original. Okay, but the funny thing about it, right, is the trailer dropped, and I started seeing all of these articles like salivating, being giddy about like crying fanboys, and we can't wait to see how much they cry over this one and shit. Now, it's interesting to me that they don't see the difference. So let me try to break this down. Why you're probably not going to hear a whole lot about this one. For you like ghouls out there, who just love to, I don't know, wallow in other people's dissatisfaction or whatever. So anyway, we'll talk about it. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And yes, the He-Man in the Masters of the Universe is coming out, another one apart from Kevin Smith, like I said before. And let me just break down the differences here, guys, why you're not going to hear me so much talking about it, because from what I can tell of this trailer that I saw, this is produced by those people who think that kids are just fucking retards, you know what I mean? Like, the ones who just love to say it's for kids, and it just is what it is, right? I watched the trailer. It's full of it's got this hipster, attitude, where there's a lot of in jokes and, shit that really doesn't belong in a He-Man cartoon, something that's, is very self-aware, asking questions about where does Prince Adam go when he transforms into He-Man? Is he aware? Is he just nowhere? It's like some dumb shit, you know what I mean? This has got nothing to do with anything, but, I kind of feel like, and I've never seen this before, but I kind of feel like it's like cut from that same Star Trek Lower Decks kind of thing, where they can get away with making these little, winky jokes, you know what I mean? And just put it out there for the kids, and that's basically what it is. I mean, I almost respect this more than the Kevin Smith shit. Now here lies the difference, right? Kevin Smith, when he dropped his bullshit, came out saying, number one, that he was a He-Man fan. He started off with a lie. And as we all know, relationships are doomed to start off with dishonesty, but he did that. So he's not a fan, tried to act like he was a fan, then tried to act like this was going to be a love letter to everyone who grew up on He-Man, which of course it wasn't. Then he lied even more when he said that He-Man wasn't going to be sidelined in his own show and it wasn't just going to be about Teela. Turns out it was bullshit, and then he came out after that, once the actual fans rightfully pointed out his bullshit, then he decided to tell them to grow the fuck up. He pretty much betrayed his position as a super fan, like he tries to act like he is. He went and attacked the fans, so you guys don't care to know what the real deal is here, right? You just want to act like, and you want to just perpetuate the narrative that is just a bunch of spoiled fanboys in their mama's basement. Aren't you tired of that bullshit by now? Most people know that it's bullshit, but you just want to keep this up. If you keep producing garbage, then people are going to call it the garbage that it is. That's all it is. Don't call us onto the carpet if you don't want to hear what we're going to say. And that's what you did when you said this is going to be a love letter to the guys who grew up with that. Okay, He-Man came from back in the 80s, so you're going to be appealing to middle-aged men who were watching that, and some women as well, but it was predominantly men, okay? But the women were there as well, and the women called it out too, and the black people called it out too, but like I said, you guys have this narrative that you refuse to let go of. You're like a pit bull when you get your jaw and you just won't let it go, and this is the reason why you hate YouTubers, because we call you out on it. If only you guys would just shut up and go away, we can continue to tell the lies that we want to tell and get away with it and establish the narrative and everybody laughing at the nerds. Nope. That's the reason why we stand up. That's the reason why we speak the truth. And you can't take it, but there's nothing you can do about it. And a lot of people are making a lot of money telling the truth when you're telling lies. All right. I believe it was Gina Carano who quoted who I thought was James Brown, because I heard James Brown say it first many, many years ago. Don't tell lies about me, and I won't have to tell the truth about you. And that's what your problem is. Your problem is you stand against truth. But don't you know you cannot stand on lies? There's no foundation in lies. But that's what you guys deal in, and that's the reason why you're going to lose. All right? Any questions? That's what the difference is between this children's He-Man show. It might as well be Peppa Pig. It might as well be Paw Patrol. Who gives a shit? That's what it's going to be. If parents want to put their kids in front of that bullshit, that's fine. But guess what? When we, as kids of the 80s, were that age, we were watching much more sophisticated cartoons and animated series. But these guys, you want to dumb this generation of kids down. You just want to have perfect little obeying, consuming drones out here with no independent thought of their own because they can get attacked or canceled. This is the world that we want to leave to the kids. But that's the difference, guys. All right? So it's up to the parents. As usual, as much as you hate it, it's up to the parents to be able to choose what their children are going to be subjected to and programmed by. Okay? And that's what it is, guys. So anyway, if there's anybody out there who has any thoughts on this, you can get in the comment section and talk about it, all right? This to me, that's what the difference is. There's no reason to be making a big deal about this. It's going to be cute at best. At worst, it's just going to be, who cares? It's here today, gone tomorrow, just like everything else they come out with. All right, guys. So let me know how you feel about this. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Catch me on Twitter. If not, I'll see you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.